Okay, so I was just having a conversation with my Crozier rep. And we were talking about authority positions. And I made the comment that now, if you want to be a public person, straight out of the starting blocks, you're going to have to share all of your deepest and most embarrassing secrets so that they are no longer secret, so that we understand where in your own psyche you are managing your secrets. I will tell you an example of how it's done. Nikki Glazer. Another example, Ari Shafir. Or how about my example? One time, I was masturbating. I was 11 years old. I was in the bathroom. My mother walked in on me. She interrupted me masturbating. I was mortified. I was embarrassed beyond imagination. It affected my life in profound ways. Several years ago, secret number 2, which was never secret because I shared it immediately when it happened. Hemorrhoid bursts when I am fucking a prostitute. I've already told these stories. You can dig through my YouTube channel and find all of my dirty non-secrets. When I was 10, 8, 9, 7 years old, I was in Greece with my family. My stepmother's family owned a convenience store, a small key, like a bodega we call in New York City. And now, this is in Skiros, Greece. Stochorio. Right there in the center of town. And they had, a small market. And the magazine rack, I mean, this is like 1983 or something, 1982. The magazine rack had not pornographic magazines, but what did I know? I mean, look, to a 7, 8-year-old boy in the early 80s, to get hold of an image of breasts, this was like, this is like rare earth metals. This is like a commodity that, it's a kind of substance. It exists somewhere in the world. And if you so happen, it's like, you don't expect to be walking down the street and just stumble, see a $100 bill or something or a gold bar, right? Well, if you're a 7-year-old boy, an image of breasts roughly has that kind of effect. So anyway, there was a book, and, what did I know was inside of it? But definitely on the cover of it was a photograph of big, I don't even know if the breasts were large, but they were exposed breasts. It was a woman with exposed breasts. And I wrestled with myself. How would I get hold of this? Well, certainly this was not something that I could discuss with anybody. My attraction to breasts. So I stole one of these. It was a small book, I don't know. And I looked inside looking for more breasts, but it was just all Greek writing, and I was very puzzled. So then we were on the ferry boat leaving from Skiros back to Kimi. Now, I thought I was clever. I had a big jacket on. I know I've probably told this story a number of times, but I'm just trying to give a demonstration of how this is done. The rendering of secrets as as non-secrets. The conversion of secrets to non-secrets. So anyway, I was wearing this jacket, and I had stuffed the book in the back pocket of the jacket, and because it had this strange sort of, it was like almost a secret zipper pocket, and I thought I was being clever, and I didn't realize that the shape of a book would actually be conspicuous when I was walking down the street. You've got a big you've got a big print of a book on your back, just like bulging out. Like there was an SNL skit where somebody had swallowed a phone, and it was lodged in their neck. So this is like, you imagine that, but there's a book sticking out of my back. So we're sitting on the ferry boat, and my dad and I are talking, and he looks at me kind of, and I didn't know what to make of his look, whether he knew or not. He says, "What's in your jacket?" I literally almost shit myself. And I ran away. I think I mumbled, I have to go to the bathroom. And I took the book out. Oh, listen to this. This is, listen. Now, it gets even more candid. So I'm sitting there, I'm standing there in like a bathroom stall. Now, do you remember what I told you about commodity? Let's say the commodity value, the asset value or equity value of an image of breasts for a 7-8-year-old boy. I had to wrestle with myself. Can I abandon the photo of the breasts? So, the way I reasoned was, well, it's the woman on the cover that is really what is the item of concern here. So I'll just ditch the book and keep the image, which I did. I probably hid the image in whatever I judged to be a brilliant hiding place, probably just as brilliant as the secret pocket in the back of my jacket. I told my dad this once a few years ago. I don't even think he understood my description. Anyway, so, what am I? I'm a porno magazine thief. Exploding hemorrhoids, fucking prostitutes, and what was the other one? Oh, masturbating in front of my mother. Now you, dear leader, you do that.